Platform Orlando. Today we got another special guest, one of the fastest kids in the country, number one in the 200 meter with a time of 23.86 at just 12 years old, 13 years old now.
Yep, I turned 13.
13 years. Wow, 13 years old. He's a three-time All-American, four-time Junior Olympian, just selected as a middle school showcase football all-star game. This was one of the fastest young men in the game, man. I'm ready. I'm excited to get into this. So introducing Big Nalo Landrum. How we doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Man, let's start from the beginning. Start from the speed. When did you first realize, speed-wise, that you were just different?
I realized when I was 6 years old and my first time running track ever, I made it to Junior Olympics and I made it to the finals. And then realized I was different and I could do this.
So where's the track background come from? Were you always fast? I mean, you're talking about 6 years old. I mean, that's about as young as you can think back to. I mean, I'm sure you got fast parents. Like, where's the speed come from?
Yeah, my mom was D1. She's on her wall. She's an All-American. My dad had good speed. He ran a fofo. So, yeah, it
Really?
comes in the genes. My uncles were
It's
fast.
it's in the DNA. So you're the next up, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have any goals of being faster than mom or being faster than your dad or your uncle?
I'm already almost beating my mom's time that she ran in college, so I'm gonna just keep striving and keep working to break it. So then she
You said
can't say
that.
nothing no more.
You said that happily though, right? You,
Yeah,
you want to beat your mom? No, I understand that completely, man. That's awesome. What was the first big race you ran? What was that like mentally?
it was mentally like I was prepared, I was ready, and I was ready for that moment. Some people not ready, so like it's only made for the best and the fastest, and like you just go out there and have fun and run.
Are you a very confident runner?
Yes, I just know I put in the work and I know what I do, and just execute that race to the best of your ability, and then just let the rest
Yeah,
do
that's
itself.
that's awesome. Let's talk about your training. We'll get to football in a minute. I'm very interested in the track stuff. I love track athletes, man. It's just one of those things that nothing better than watching people just run very fast. So let's talk about your training regimen. What does your training regimen look like currently?
Um, so usually I start off for track. I start off with some hip mobility, flex, make sure my muscles are loose before I start it, and then I do my form drills, my A skips, all those high knees, because those really what the drills that make you run faster. Those little simple drills that you think that don't matter, those really do, because those make your times drop significantly. So I usually just do like speed training maybe 3 times a week on the treadmill, on the real runner, just running forms, stuff like that, and just making sure the little things are right because that's what helps you. The little things, that's what I really feel like is what made my times drop because the little things I'm doing daily, like the form, the stretching, has went a long way with my hips and everything.
Right, man. That makes sense, man. You're already so intelligent when it comes to running track and the preparation and all that. Let's talk about your events. I mean, the 200 I mentioned earlier. What other events do you run?
I do the 100. I'm trying to get on the 4x1 team, and I used to do long jump before my knee started hurting. I was national in that too, jumping 15s when I was 10 years old.
Wow, man, just out there flying, right? Wow. So what's your 100 time right now?
My best this season was a 12.2, but my goal was 11.87. But my knee started hurting, so I think I could have got there. But it is
Right.
what it is.
Right. For sure. I mean, it's still great numbers. I think we talked before, and you're talking about you were talking about the what you wanted to get ultimately in the 100 meter. And like, what are you looking at for that? Like, what's your long term goal when it comes to the 100 meter and the 200 meter event?
Oh, definitely getting like a low 20 point and a 10, 10.2.
Oh man, that's
In
moving.
high
You're
school, I'm trying to run that as like a freshman, sophomore, put my name on the map.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way you're already going, I mean, it's you're on that trajectory right now anyway, and it's in the DNA. You got the work ethic and all that. So when it came to your injury, how did that affect you mentally, and what did you learn from that to help you out in the future?
Far as what?
You talking about your knee? You said you had a knee injury, but
My knee, like, I realized that, like, you gotta really be, like, stretching and making sure your hips are loose because all that matters. That could be pulling on your knee and growing. You have to stay flexible and just doing little things even though you don't feel like it.
yeah, that dedication is going to take you. I mean, you're going to go far anyway, but I mean, staying healthy. I mean, that's one of the keys. All right, let's get into football a little bit. So, you started running track at 6, super fast, faster than probably everyone on the playground in your neighborhood. Just one of the fastest kids. When did you start playing football? Was that at the same time, or when did that journey
I
start?
started playing football when I was 8 years old. I started off with flag, and then I moved my way up to tackle in fourth grade, and then I've been doing it ever since.
So I'm sure you got some crazy memories of your whether it's flag or early tackle season. I'm sure you've had like a multi-touchdown game, a game where you just went off. What's one of those games you look back and remember like, man, I really had a great game.
I went back to my sixth grade year, my first game. I just was carrying my team because nobody else could do it. I just wanted to get on a team where I could be the main player, and everybody I get the ball every play, and then I just help my team win. Just put them on my back and carry them. Scored all the points for them.
Yeah, definitely. So do you play running back? What position do you play?
Um, they use me at running back too, like throw flare outs, quick passes, toss, and then slot receiver for jet sweeps, and then I can run all the routes in the route tree, and I can strap up your number one receiver.
So you're playing DB. You're playing both sides of the ball now.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite part? Do you prefer defense? Do you prefer offense? What side would you prefer if you had to choose
When
one?
I get to high school, I think I'd be dangerous on offense because of my speed, but I could do both. Be dangerous.
Right, right. What about special teams? Are you back there on
Yes, I'm a
kickoff returns?
returner. Yep, punt return, kickoff return.
I'm sure the coaches love having you. You just Swiss Army knife. They
Yeah,
put you everywhere, correct?
easy 40-yard game.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy 40-yard gain, right? So, what do you prefer? What type of pass do you prefer to receive? Is it the quick pass, is it like a bubble, or do you want to just blow by somebody run a 9 route, or is it a
Yeah,
slant?
I like 9 routes too, but like I like the short routes because they like really show you like your skills and what you can do yards after the catch. That's what it helps with. So I
Right,
like running the ball too because it helps with your toughness and everything, vision
right.
and everything that you need for once you catch the ball and you go score.
Yeah, you probably just want the ball in your hand as fast as possible because once you know you get it, then you can make it something happen, right?
Yeah.
How has your growth been on football? Because obviously, when you have all the talent, you got the super fast, super speed. What has your growth been like as you progress from season to season? Have you gotten better with your hands, better blocking, better tackler? Like, what growth have you noticed in your own game?
Yeah, I always been fast, but like what they overlooked was my skills. Like I didn't have the hands and like obviously the route running at the time, and like everybody just started before me. But now like I surpassed them. Like I catch 500 balls every day on the jug machine to make sure my hands are undeniable. But like I really started locking in when I was 10 years old on that stuff, and I really took it to the next level.
Man, so
My
you're doing
first year ever tackle, they used to sleep on me. They thought I wasn't good, but now they look up. They don't even want to do nothing with me. They scared.
they should be though, right?
Yeah,
They should be. So how do you notice the defense is playing you with that type of speed? I've never been able to run that fast, so I have no idea personally. But do you
yeah.
see them
They
playing off of you? How do they cover you?
they put like 10, 12 yards off, and they just backpedal with their back to the sideline, and then I still blur past their safety and their corner. It's just they react too late and open their hips way too late.
Right. Is there anyone in the league that you're playing now that has similar speed to you?
Yes, at least one team we play because we play seventh and eighth grade. So like, there's some big kids with some decent speed. They just don't have all the skills. But if somebody really worked with them, they would be decent. They could be good athletes. We have a kid on our team that's in eighth grade, and he's different. He's fast too. He's just bigger than everybody, so he runs people over. He's intimidating, but he's not intimidating me. Yeah,
Is that your mindset? I mean, I'm sure you're not scared of anything, right? Your mindset on the
yeah,
field is like you can do anything on the field. Correct?
yes, sir.
What does that come from? Has that been developed over time? Or just you walk in like, hey, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to hit. I'm not scared to do anything.
No,
Have you
so
always
my
had that?
first year of tackle, my dad coached, and they had the thing where your parents pop you. And my first ever hit, he grabbed the bag and flew me to Africa. So like, I was never scared of hitting nobody no more. So
Right,
like, that
right.
was a perfect thing to do.
Yeah, you talked about doing the jugs machine and all that. What is your route running? What does your wide receiver work look like when you're training for as to be a better wide receiver?
So 2 to 3 days a week. I get with my receiver coach, Margin Hooks, and we run through the route tree. We work on my footwork, my releases, everything top of the route, curls, comebacks, all those basic routes, out routes, all those.
So you're already with Coach Hooks.
Yes, sir.
You're already putting in work. You're putting professional work, right?
Yeah, I've been with him since I was 10 years old. So my fourth grade season, I had stopped like mid-season because they weren't giving the ball. And then I found Coach Hook, so I'm glad that happened the time it did.
Yeah. Do you find it fun to work on your footwork when it comes to route releases? I mean, you got super speed. I mean, I'm sure your footwork is crazy, your ladder drills, all that. Do you find that fun as if they come to press you and you're like, hey, I want to work on my releases right now, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna shake them. I'm gonna get a nice release. I'm gonna blow by them. Does that feel pretty good?
Yeah, that feels great. That's why I work on it at that time and really dial in and take it serious because I was with the high school guys that are like seniors and they got offers. They're committed to Washington, Syracuse, Jonte Cook, all those. I was training with those guys in the summer, and it's just great watching them soaking it all in and just seeing what he's telling them and try to apply
Right.
it.
Do you when you're talking to some of the high school seniors, the ones that are getting ready, they're committed or getting ready to go to college, what are those conversations like with them?
It's like just asking them what it took. How does it feel? Like, what did you have to do? Like, what was all the work about? And then, like, is it fun? Is it worth it? Like, all this work, is it worth it? Is it fun? Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's wild. So, who's your favorite receiver? Who's your favorite high school receiver in the DFW area?
Um, I've been watching. It's a couple. I think Jalen Lott and Jalen Lott is the best one I've seen. Yeah, for Panther
What do you
Creek.
what do you like about his game?
He's fast. He's able to play both ways. He's super athletic. His routes. He's committed to Oregon, man, the best of the best.
Right. So, are those some of your what are your goals long term? What do you see yourself when it comes to whether it's track or football?
Man, I see myself at like a SEC Power Five school, running both track, dominating the track, and putting up yards and football stats. If they let me play both ways, I would love to play both ways because you stand on the field.
Right. What high school are you currently zoned to?
Little Am, their freshman team is good. It's coming up. It's an up and coming program in like 2028.
Yeah, definitely. You'll be there before you know it, for sure. So I know we talked about last time you played a lot of 7-on-7, correct? And
Yes, sir.
and you've traveled all over. You mentioned some of the states. Can you go over that again? Like what your 7-on-7 experience was like, where you traveled, what it was like to play against other athletes from different states.
Florida definitely had them dogs. We were practicing and saying. I got the opportunity to play 12U and got to see all the other kids and see what it's like. Got to play against Ralphie Blaze and all those guys. And then I went to Atlanta for a 15U tournament with Cam Newton. We got to tour Arbor. Got to get a couple reps against C1N's 15U on a national base. That game was on YouTube, everything. It was just a great experience to see what it was like compared to see what I could do. And if I was already cooking them, I was like, these guys, 12, you can't even hold me. It's like a field day out there. Just getting the reps.
I love your mindset. I love talking to you because one, it's almost like I'm talking to a professional athlete already. You can just tell the mindset's there, the work ethic. Just talking to you is definitely amazing, man. Just so, what was it like going in? You said 15U. I mean, you were 12 at the time, I assume, correct?
Yes, yeah,
What
12
was
you.
that like going against that? And what did you learn from that experience? What was one of the key takeaways?
I learned that if if you're that guy, you could do whatever you want to do. And like I realized if you had the skills, you could do any level. It's just like they might overlook you, but like my uncle, honestly, he knew I was a dog, so he put me out there on that field and he gave me a shot, and I showed him what I could do.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you balance track, football, school, hanging out with friends? Like, what does that balance look like for you?
I don't really have friends. I separate myself from average people because most people don't want to go where I want to go. They don't have the same dreams they say they do, but then they don't do it when it's time to do it. For track, I usually do that during the day, like when we're at school, because we go to LG Academy, so it's like designed for athletes. So usually when we get there, we do some hip mobility stretching, and we get on the jug machine, and we come back and stretch some more. And then we get to speed training, and then we do all our drills and stuff on the treadmill, real runner, all those drills and stuff. Then we'll come back, maybe weight training or plyometrics, box jumps, all those things. And then footwork, of course, and then rest a little bit, then go to practice at 2:30 and then come back home at like 6 and then do my homework and stuff.
Yeah, I love what you said, talking about with friends and average and all that. I mean that's a mindset that's going to take you far in life, outside of football, outside of track, outside of any athletics. I mean that's just a great mindset to have in life. So talking to you, I mean I can just see, what is your mental work like before a game, or before a season, or before a race? What is your mental preparation like?
My mental preparation is locking in, like maybe putting my headphones on because all those other kids, they're not focused. They're just running around playing before the game. So I put my headphones and sitting in a corner and pray to God and then like use self talk and just think about the game, visualize each play and what's going to happen. And when that moment comes, I'll be ready for it. So really just locking in self talk, positive self talk, using those positive words, and then it just makes a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. So self-talk, obviously the mindfulness, I mean, you have all that total package. What keeps you motivated? Because training is not, like you said, average
Yeah,
people don't do the things that you're doing. It's not always easy. You don't feel like working out every single time. What keeps you motivated as you're going from week to week, day to day?
my motivation is my dad. I see him busting his butt, doing all he can for me. So it's like if I half-ass, what's the point of doing this? Like you gotta really love this stuff because he's pouring in, putting the best trainers, putting me around the best people. So you said you wanted to do this, so like go hard at it because you can't play this game forever. It's gonna last, but it's gonna set you up for life.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like I said, the biggest takeaway I have from you: world class speed, you got it right. World class athlete, you got it. But what separates the greats? You look at think Kobe Bryant, people like that, Michael Jordan, those type of individuals, is the mindset. And I mean, you're just the mindset. Talking to you, I'm like talking to a 22-year-old person that's already a couple years into the game. Just what you're saying and giving back and all that. Has that mindset been with you? I mean, you're only 13 years old, but has that been with you since as far back as you can remember?
No, the LG Academy has really helped with that mindset. It's a period we do called life skills, and it tells us about social awareness, like self management, all those decision making, life skills, all that, relationships, social awareness, all those things that it has helped me with that my dad wish he had as a kid, that he's given me now. All this information he learned in the college and the NFL, he's giving back to the kids. That's what God called him to do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's showing in you. I mean, you're obviously an outstanding young man. I mean, we're gonna look up in a couple years, breaking these records. I think I talked to you last time. I was that there was some results. I think the 100-meter run in Houston this last year, and the numbers were phenomenal. I mean, they were just like, you look. I mean, they jumped off the page. I think everyone ran under 10 for the
Mhm.
100. They were, I think, 9.9. I think I forgot. I didn't want to lie about what the highest number was because it seems ridiculous just saying it. But
Yeah, it was
we're
at Texas, and it was like crazy. They were running 9.75s and 9.85s, 9.9s. Tate Taylor, all of them.
God, that's amazing. Do you see? I mean, you see yourself doing that in the future,
Yeah.
correct? I mean, that's just. I mean, it's crazy just to think about. So, for this year, 2025. I mean, 2025 is almost over, but 2025 into 2026. What are some goals that you have for yourself?
First off, starting with 2026 is getting prepared for that All Star game to dominate, put my name on the map, see what Florida, all the other states got, and just seeing what every team has and seeing what other states have and seeing what I do.
So, look, you talked about the All Star Showcase a little bit. What was it like to be selected to that, and what are some things you talked a little bit about what you expect, but what do you want to get out of that game? What do you want to leave that event with people saying about you, and you confirming in yourself?
I want to confirm that, like, I'm confirming that, like, I can go around the world and do anything. Like, I'm different. Like, I figured that out in track when I ran to Florida and dominated. and I just go around on a circuit because like I know it's in Texas, but I want to go to like Florida, California, Georgia, Alabama, all those states. I want to see what they have. So just travel around the world and be a national known, not just a local joker.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, and I'm sure your expectation is to go there and dominate, correct?
Yes, sir. That's why as soon as the football season over these 2 months, I'm training.
So what's that training going to look? What's that training going to look like? What do you have planned for? I think that's events in January, correct? I think it's early January.
Yeah, January.
What's preparation going to be like?
Preparation is going to be dialing in on my craft, going to my receiver coach 3 times a week, catching 500 passes every day, lifting weights like 4 times a week, doing the plyometrics, the explosive stuff that's going to help me, that's going to apply to the field, and running routes with full equipment on, staying in shape.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we talked a little bit about college briefly. Right now, what would be your dream school if you could say if I could go to this place to run track and play football, it would be what school?
My dream school was uh, LSU.
Why LSU?
LSU because their recruitment is good, their SEC, their coaches, they really care about the players and they bring in the best of the best to compete with the best of the best and play on primetime TV.
Yeah, for sure. And I would almost be mad at any Texas school if they didn't get
Oh
you to
yeah,
go to University of Texas, Austin, all those schools, man. I'd be like, man, you can't let this kid leave the state. I mean, I was in
a
Texas
lot
for
of
the longest
kids you
time.
can't let leave the state. Yeah, I
A
don't know
lot
how
of them
they
you
be
can't.
letting them get out.
Yeah, I mean it's wild to me, but you got to find the best match for yourself, right? And if LSU or whatever school, Florida, Florida State, Miami, whatever, Alabama, whatever the best school is for you, that's the best school for you. I mean, that's I love seeing the athletes who choose the right school, and you see it paying off in them as they're playing because they made that choice, a great choice. They don't have to transfer because they're in the school that's best for them. So that's a great thing to have. So let's fast forward 10 years. You're 23 years old. What does success look like for you?
Success looks like having a family, just playing in the NFL, having fun, blurring DBs, everything, being able to give back to the people that helped me get to where I got to, and then help the next generation come after me.
And that's awesome. What do you? I'm trying to say I want. What do you see as the biggest piece of advice that you could give to someone that's younger than you? It may mean someone older than you. If someone came for you advice and to say, "How can I get to the level that you're on? How can I get to the level of confidence that you have?" What piece of advice would you give them?
Um, the best way to get confidence at what you do is get reps over and over again, and then like put in the work because the work compounds effect. And you know, if you put in the work, you're gonna be confident because you're gonna know you did it over and over and over again. So it's like catching is a skill that you can work on until you get confident at it, and then look up, you catching one hands and doing all the type of stuff like that.
What are your grades looking like? I'm sure I'm asking just asking. I'm assuming that they're
Um,
outstanding. What their grades
yeah.
look like.
I know you got to do. You got to be an amazing football player, and then you got to take that same energy to the academics. So I study on everything. A+ student,
That's
4.0 GPA.
that's what's all about. That's wild, and the fact that you're able to juggle all those things, have that type of discipline. I don't know if there's a basketball player, but by the name of Ray Allen, he played a couple years ago, and I think it was said that he never had a cheeseburger past a certain point in his life, and that type of discipline. I mean, he played late into his career, one of the best shooters to ever touch a basketball, and just that type of discipline. It takes a special person to have that, and those are the ingredients that are in your DNA, that are in your makeup that I see from you. It's that type of discipline not everyone has. Not everyone's going to be able to make the sacrifices and be as locked in as you are. That's an amazing trait that not many people have. That's a rare trait for sure. And like I said before, that's more rare than the speed that you have. Is your mindset. Mindset's awesome. But I know we have one play I want to show. I have one highlight from you. I wish I had more highlights of what you have. But let me go ahead and show this, and you just walk us through this play itself. Let me put it up. Can you see it? See the screen?
Yes,
Okay. So do you remember this play right here?
yes, sir. That was my sixth grade year.
All right. So let's go ahead and run it. You got the toss. There's that
Yeah, I remember I just saw the opening. I split the seams and I just turned on the speed and I left everybody.
What's going through your mind when you get this toss right here? What are you looking at? What are you looking for? And what's your mindset as you get this toss?
When I got the toss, I looked and see how the defense was flowing, and I realized there was a gap, and it looked like I could run through it. So I just got the ball and sprinted right through it, and it was open for a certain amount of time. But if you didn't have that real speed, you weren't gonna be able to get through there.
When coach calls a toss, are you're thinking touchdown?
Yeah, touchdown.
Because I mean, once you get that speed, I mean, this is what like gotta be an 80 yard. I can't tell the lines, but it's gotta be 80, 90 yards. And obviously the defenders they don't take a good angle on you. Did you see them taking this too too sharp of an angle on you, and you're like, all right, you're done.
I
And
just
then this
saw
guy,
bodies diving out there and arms just running through.
and this kid, this is not a slow kid right here. This safety right here, and
Yeah.
you just separate from him. I mean, he's turned on the Jets right there, but you already got. I mean, he's not even close. He realizes it about once he gets about 10 yards from me, he's not even coming close.
Yeah.
That's a. Hopefully, we
That
can
was
see
the
a lot
best
more of
team in our
this.
league too.
Is it?
Yeah, that was the best team in our league in sixth grade. They
What
had
team are
like
you playing for there?
the Huskers.
And who are you playing against?
I'm the Raiders. But this year it's seventh and eighth grade combined, so I have to wait my turn, but I'm still getting the ball.
Yeah, definitely. So, how many games are you into the season right now?
This is our seventh week.
What's your guys' record?
5-1.
That's pretty good. How many games in the season?
We have 8. We unfortunately don't have a playoff system because it's middle school.
So once it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And it's time to start training. Well, Big Name, man, like it's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure every time we get to talk with you. I can't wait till January comes and see the speed up close and personal. That's gonna be awesome. But do you have anything to close this interview with? Anything you want to say?
No, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm ready to dominate.
Love to hear it.